Welcome back, and we are pleased to have Ben Kaplan back with us. Ben with Ehave. So let's get right to it. March 23rd, you made news with an agreement with Silo Wellness. So Ben, expand on this Psilocybin study. Where do you stand in the launch of that study?
Hey, good morning, Jane. Good to see you again. Well, the Silo Wellness is an interesting partnership. The company just went public 6 weeks ago on the Toronto Exchange, and the partnership that we formed will be taking place in Jamaica for a study on psilocybin sometime during the summer. We're going to be looking at using the EEG technology from our partner, Great Scientific, to evaluate the brainwaves on 35 patients that will be taking psilocybin on a 7-day journey through the jungles of Jamaica. Hopefully, we'll be able to take that data after it's analyzed and publish it on clinical.gov.
Okay. And then there's also a Ketadash. So people are excited about getting an update on that. Where are you with the home ketamine treatment?
You know, I'm really excited about Ketadash. It's coming together a little slower than I expected, but now it seems like it's picking up pace. We've isolated that we're going to launch it here in Miami-Dade County. We found a partner, Ketamine Clinic, to help us launch it. It looks like we'll end up putting it through a van, a Sprinter, that will make the home delivery of the ketamine. The website and application should launch towards the end of Q2, beginning of Q3. And we just hired a legal team to finalize all the contracts and agreements that we'll need to work with inside the parameters of a Schedule III drug. And we're getting a good reception from ketamine clinics in Texas, Oregon, Arizona, Maryland, New York, all looking at this opportunity to offer concierge service for ketamine treatment.
Okay, and then let's also introduce Dr. Jeffrey Kamlet, who is a medical advisor for Ehave, an acting chief medical director for TriStar Wellness in Miami as well. So now that you're the medical advisor for Ehave, will Ehave be involved in Ibogaine research in the near future? First, could you explain what that is, and then tell me about the plans?
Well, thank you, Jane. Thank you for having me. I have a very varied background in medicine, everything from emergency medicine to forensics, and I've been involved in psychedelic research for over 30 years. Back as early as 1997, I was the first physician, along with a PhD from the University of Miami, to give Ibogaine to opiate-addicted patients and other drug addicts in the island of St. Kitts in a clinical study to prove efficacy, and the results were just absolutely remarkable. Ibogaine is the cure for opiate dependence, and we're facing a universal pandemic of opiate dependence and deaths. That's aside from Ibogaine's ability to cure other addictions, i.e. alcoholism and things of that nature. And I'm very excited to join Ehave to get some, possible clinical trials going in Ibogaine, and also looking at soon doing a clinical trial, possibly with Ehave and Stanford University, on Navy SEALs who suffer from PTSD, doing functional MRIs, pre and post Ibogaine treatments, so we can get some clinical proof of what we already know, that this drug truly works and is nothing short of a miracle cure for difficult diseases.
Wow, that'll be really interesting to see the results of that, because I know those are some of the biggest problems we face as a society right now.
I think Ibogaine, if you let me interject, I think Ibogaine is the most interesting psychedelic when it comes to actually curing disease. It's also the most difficult to work with because of some side effects of the drug, yet it can be done safely. And I'm known as the world safety expert on Ibogaine administration. I've done over 1,900 treatments in 27 years without an adverse event. So this can be done properly. And I'm really excited in the future of Ehave that Ibogaine research will be part of Ehave's future in the near future.
Okay. Ben, let's also talk about the dashboard live. Do you anticipate launching that soon?
Yes, we're working through the beta right now. We'll be hopefully in the next few weeks posting it on our website. with instructional videos. I believe we just posted one on our YouTube channel that can show the in and outs of the workings of the dashboard. We've just downloaded almost 310,000 cases of ketamine research, and the system we'll probably end up using in our clinical trials with Silo Wellness and with the ketamine trial that we're going to start with in the next 60 days here in Miami.
Now, Dr. Kamlet, you announced a ketamine clinical trial as well. So you have some interesting findings from Brain Scientific that you can use to map the brain and gather data. Can you explain a little bit more about that study and the technology behind it?
So this is super exciting to me. As a medical director of TriStar, I have a copyrighted protocol where we use intravenous ketamine to cure refractory depression, PTSD, anxiety, and we saw some remarkable other results. An 80% reduction in alcohol usage after a single treatment. After a series of 6 to 8 treatments, patients who did not intend to quit smoking stopped smoking. So it was very exciting when Ehave came to us asking to do a clinical study using their brain mapping technology. So again, we can get some real objective data to prove what I've already seen. It's nothing, but the results I have seen objectively as a physician are nothing but just incredible. The patients are like, wow, that was amazing. I feel so much better. Very quickly, within less than a month period of time, we see severe depression scores, very high depression scores on standard psychiatric questionnaires going from high numbers to 0. And yet I can tell this to people and they're not going to believe it. And with some of the platforms that Ehave has in this new brain mapping technology, we hope to get some real objective data that will become publishable so that ketamine may become the standard of care. I see it as a cure for depression, not a treatment of depression, and that's a remarkable breakthrough in science and medicine.
Yeah, wow, fascinating. So, and Ben, there was announced on February 26th an acquisition of Health Mode. So this was MindMed and Health Mode. Do you welcome the competition? I mean, do you think this helps you, maybe validates the things that you're doing?
That's a great question, Jane. MindMed is one of the leaders in the psychedelic development of pharmaceutical drugs, and they see what we saw many years ago, which is the digital therapeutics side of it, the data collection, the opportunity to use AI. And so with MindMed paying so much money for the opportunity that they purchased, we feel that it puts us on the front burner for other companies to look at us and our technology offerings, because the data is really the goal of the future. And this opportunity in psychedelic mental health is just in the first inning. And so with them making that acquisition, it really excites me and my team to keep moving forward with this data collection technology and hopefully being able to apply it in 2021 into real life.
This is really exciting that we're going to be able to integrate, modern technology, video conferencing, electronic health records, along with something which is very difficult to track, and that's the effects of psychedelic drugs and the effects on treatments that you can't see the benefits by doing a blood test. We have to have some real data here to prove that this is causing neuroplasticity in the brain. So I'm really excited to join Ehave in doing this, and excited about the prospects of possibly working with groups like MindMed. Any group that is doing scientifically, ethically based treatments that will benefit mankind is just super exciting for someone like myself who's been working with these medicines for some 30 years.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to updates on it and seeing how they progress. So thank you so much, Dr. Kamlet, and also Ben Kaplan, for joining us, and I look forward to an update in a few months or so.
Thank you, Jane, again for your time this morning.